Alright guys, it is the 5th of November 2017 and I'm bloody tired. I've come out into the backcountry on my what is hopefully going to be my biggest fly fishing for trout journey I've ever done in my life, and pretty nice day. I'm going on a 2-day trip. I'm staying one night at the river in a tent by myself. As you can see, I'm pretty much in the middle of nowhere here, and I've been walking for about 5 kilometers, maybe closer to 10 kilometers. A little bit lost, haven't been out on these hills for over a year, so the terrain has changed a bit, and hence why I'm a bit lost. But I know that in the valley just over there, in that valley flows the river, so what I'll do is get over these hills here and turn right, get down into the valley if I can, while carrying all this bloody luggage. I'm carrying a fair few kilograms of luggage. Hopefully I'll be able to get into the river, and then from there I can work my way down to the campsite where I have chosen a spot to camp, and then I can start fishing once I set up the tent and everything. But I'm probably going to be making a YouTube video from this trip, so stay tuned and I'll get back to you with an update as soon as I get one. Stay tuned. So I've basically come through some random paddocks heading for the general direction of the river, and what do you know, I have found where I'm supposed to be going. Just down there you'll see there's a little stream going into the river just straight directly below this big bloody steep hill that I'm standing on top of somehow. So down there where that little paddock is in the middle of these two hills, that's where I'm pretty much camping. Thing is, so there's a road just there, that's where I was supposed to be coming through, and so the thing is now, how do I get back onto that road, seeing as this is double barbed wire fence, and then over to this very steep, dangerous looking hill where I might fall and die. So potential options: head around these trees somehow, try and get down and down to that road somehow, or jump this fence, try and make my way that way towards the road, get back on the dirt track. Without, I don't actually know what's down there, how steep that is, but I guess I'll look around a bit and find some way to get there. Stay tuned. Felt like about 3 hours carrying all this here, up and down a whole lot of bloody giant hills. So here's what I did. I came down here in the morning at about 9:20, and got to here and I thought to myself, is it left or right? Right looks like it was going towards the river to me, so I went that way, because I looked to the left and I was like, no, it's just going to take me to some paddocks. Little did I know that while I'd been tramping through there for 3 hours, maybe more, about 50 meters that way is the road I'm supposed to be on, and I'll get back to you if I arrive at the campsite, so stay tuned. Finally I've made it. It's a bit more than 300 meters from the last gate, but as you can see up there in the hills, there's these pine trees, and then there's sort of different species of pine trees with longest trunks and then a little bit of thing on the top, and there's a little gap in the middle there. That little gap up there is where I was when I was lost. Then I went back around over the other side of those hills, down, up again, around, down there, through here, and finally, after many hours of carrying this extremely heavy load of equipment, I have found the river. So as you can see, it's very clear, very clean, looking very healthy, and looks very good for fly fishing. So I'm going into this paddock here to set up my tent, either in this paddock or in the paddock over there. It might be over there because that one's shadier. It's about 5:30 and as you can see, I've pretty much set up camp. So I've got some water boiling from the river to make it drinkable, and got the clothesline going, made with some random little posts things from that I found over in that little ditch there. And I'm pretty much about to walk up to the road because I have to get up to the road to get reception. Then I can ring the family and check in. I already have started fishing. As you can see, my rod's set up. So I started fishing at about 12, and there was already 3 people fishing in the river, a little group of 3. And so I went to the pool just below them, got a 4-pound brown on the dry and a 4-pound rainbow on the Nymph. And then I got a 1-pound rainbow further down, and then I bumped into 2 more fishermen, so I just sort of stopped fishing and joined them, just walked and sort of spotted fish for them. I spotted a nice rainbow for this one of the guys, and he successfully caught it on a dry fly. It came right up from the bottom of a deep pool and took us dry, so he was pretty happy about that. And I sort of spotted 2 more for them, and then I ended up going back to the tent, and now I'm the only one here. So tomorrow morning you'll probably get up at 6, so nice and early, and do some fishing. I'll get back to you in the morning. Maybe I'll film some actual fishing. Unfortunately I haven't filmed any fish yet, so stay tuned for that. Right, it's quite dark-ish, and there's lots of fog. The sun hasn't come up yet, but I just thought I'd try and film some of these tuies. This is the reason you get up in New Zealand, especially when you're camping. Hopefully you can hear that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start boiling some water for coffee, wheat bix, and milk, and sugar of course, and delicious coffee. Look at that. All to myself, better than a dock campsite, and free. And hopefully the sun will have burst through all this fog by 10 o'clock. It's about 6:30 now, maybe. So I'm going to get this down, rig up my rod, and get in a drink. Well guys, this is the first pool I'm fishing. I fished up the back here from that cliff, fished that, nothing, came around here, just walked in like this, looked over there, and in those little riffly stuff, just as that lip comes around, on top of the lip, so ahead of it, and there was 3 big fat dark shapes sitting there, and I was like, okay, those are definitely logs because they're not moving. Cast in there, nothing happened. Second cast, 2 of them swam slowly backwards into the pool, and I was standing here. And they were all the way by those trees, so I couldn't have spooked them. It was just the flies. They were probably following the flies in. The third one stayed there, cast again. Third one followed it up to the surface along there. I thought it was a monster brown trout, but I don't know. Then waited for ages. The third shape came back, casted it again. Dry went under, set, hooked something bloody giant, and it was going to take me straight under those trees there into the logs, and I was going to be completely stuffed. So I put a little bit of pressure on, like a lot of pressure, just probably held the line so he couldn't get in there. He jumped out the water He was not kidding you not, about, how do I say, like, I swear it was easily 7 pound. It was probably more like 8.5, but I'll show you on the jump. This is what he did to my hook as he jumps out the water. This is why I lost him. There's the hook just there. So bugger, and that's only the first pull, but that is the biggest fish I've ever seen in this entire river, and I fished it for 3 years. Okay, literally next cast after that last fish, the very next cast, and this beautiful rainbow has come along, taken the nymph that I tied, but it's still a very nice rainbow, and I'm really chuffed because that's my first fish. But yeah, that's a nice fish to start the day. But the 7 pounder would have definitely been a much nicer one to start with, but nothing wrong with him at all, nothing wrong at all. He'd be about 3 pound, 2 3/4, 3 pound. Nice fat little rainbow. Nothing wrong with him at all. Yep, beautiful. He shot off. And I saw one in the back slowly cruising up into the top. And then I cast into the top and this guy came up and ate the dry fly. Pretty nice rainbow here. So yeah, it's a small size 12 blue twilight humpy. Deer hair. So I'm just gonna get this guy in. Got some nice, good condition. Here's the fly that he ate in his mouth. Like, that's a really nice fish for me. Not very big, but really good condition, you know, good colours. Straight back in the joint. And hopefully more and bigger ones to come. Came and stood right there and started to fish to this to a bigger rock that I thought was a fish, and first cast nothing happened. Then out of nowhere this big bloody rainbow pops out of the pool and sits next to the rock. I flicked it in, the dry went under, set the hook, and Bob's your uncle, beautiful 4 pound rainbow. Nymph just falls out. Beautiful 4 pound rainbow. And off he goes. Lots of energy left. So I just got a nice one out of there, and nice rainbow. And so I'm just coming up to that pool up there, but on the way there's this little side riffle here, and then on this there's a little channel just right along the bank. And I'm looking at a fish, I think. I was gonna say I'll try and spot a fish, but I might just be looking at one already. That's right. Oh, he took it. I can still see him. I was too late. Oh, he's a good size. He's right there. Oh, he came for it. Okay. That's good. He's coming up. He took the dry. Oh yeah, that was awesome. Very nice. I think there was a couple in there because I was watching that fish when I was casting, and I just had a cast while I was watching it, and it came up tight for a second. I think I might have lost one on accident just while I was trying to get this guy. He's using the current against me to get out there, but I should be alright. Just between the occasional monster, there's these nice little medium-sized fish to keep you entertained. It's a barbless dry, so it should just pop out like that. Yeah, that's a very weak part of the mouth just there. That always has a tendency to move when you hook them. It can tear the little cartilage in there or whatever, the skin. It's really thin skin connecting that, so off you go. He's not too bad, but he's not very big at all. Just got a fish out of here, about 2 pound, and there could even be another one in here. I'm not 100% sure, but I might be looking at one. But anyway, I'll have a cast. Yep, there he is. No hesitation. He's got some blimmin' energy though. That was instant though, like just like the last one. Very keen on feeding, and this is number 3 for the nymph. Not a bad little rainbow, just some fun, you know. Off he comes. Sweet. And my nymph is unraveling. Good thing I did like 5 whip finishes. So I just got 2 fish in here and 2 casts. And you never know, I might even be able to make that 3 if I'm lucky. Those last 2 were sight fished. So I knew they were there, I just had to cast at them. That could have been a take, could have been a fish. That was a fish, and that's number 3 from that pool. Much smaller fish though. It's good condition. Off he comes. Awesome. There's a fish in front of me, and it's moving across the river, but it's still there. Yep, there he is. He's not too bad actually. I think he's quite small. I don't know. I think this is a brownie though. Please be a brownie. It's fighting exactly. Yeah, it's a brownie. I knew it. I was fighting exactly like one. For me, the stereotypical brown trout fight is a lot weaker thuds, but they're quite good at endurance. Whereas rainbows are like hardcore runs, and then they give up pretty quick after the first run or 2. But the browns, they dig in. This isn't a very big, especially big brown, so I can pretty much muscle him out of the water, but he's definitely an awesome fish to catch. Yeah, he's a very fat, well-conditioned fish, man. Like, look at the girth on him. That's his girth, and he's just, it's awesome. Hot. But yeah, look at the condition on him. A few fish in front of me, and I'm just attempting to fool at least one of them. There's like 3 or 4 of them. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going. There he is. There's one, and it's a nice one. He's fighting hard. Maybe his friends will come out. Yep, one of them came out with him. Nice rainbow. Oh he's going right for him. He might be having me in a snag. Oh no, he's out. He's so. Oh, he's out again. He keeps going in there. He might have me in a snag now. I think he does. Hopefully my rod tip will find it. Yep, got it. Oh, he got the dry on the tree trunk, then he snapped the nymph right off. Interesting. So basically what just happened was I cast in there into this dark crap. I couldn't see my dry, but I saw a big rainbow jump out the water, about 5 pounds, jump out the water, set the hook, and it was actually on my dry fly. And he fought bloody hard, took me around one of those big logs underwater there and snapped my whole rig off. So we're back to square one. Either that was a fish or the waves, but I'm pretty sure that was a fish. Yeah, that's one. And it's very bloody small. Very. I think. Yeah, it's pretty small. I'll nudge him. Just first cast in this pool, and it's a very nice fish. He's got a lot of power, man. I'm trying to keep him away from any potential snags, but I can't really see into this part of the thing. I'm going to pull him out of the pool so that if there's any other fish in this pool, then they won't be spooked, hopefully. It's not a bad fish at all. It's like a really nice rainbow. You might come on a gloomy, overcast day and see nothing, and then you come in the sunny days and there's just all heaps of these guys around. This is a really good condition fish. Straight back, but I'll hold him up so you guys can see him. Look at the condition on that fish. That is an awesome fish. Alright, off you go, mate. Nothing wrong with him whatsoever. Yep, there he is. That could be a different fish. I didn't see that take, I just sort of looked over and my dry was gone, so I set the hook. That's a nice fish. This is a rainbow. Man, he's fast. He's so fast, he's going fully hardcore. Yeah, I think it's a different fish because it's a bit smaller than the one that I was watching rise. Off you go, mate. Beautiful. I'll keep fishing. Brown right here, and he's chasing a rainbow, I think. I don't know, but he's really big. I'm gonna get the rainbow if I can. Oh, he's got it. Oh, it's a really big brown. Oh, that's the third beast that's done that to me today. I mean, what can a guy do with a 6-weight rod, 5-pound leader, tippet? There goes a fish. I mean, I was like, okay, the brown's definitely off the table because he's buggered off. I'm gonna go for the rainbow. Rainbow disappears. Cast. Hook brown, which is like 7 pounds, maybe more. Try to keep him from going under those trees and crap. And straight away, psh, snap. Okay, so there's a fish right there, okay? He's sitting right next to me. I'm gonna try and catch this guy. He's sitting right there, so it shouldn't be too hard as long as I haven't already spooked him. Oh, he took it. Back in I go. He went for the dry and he refused. Ate it. There he goes. Nice rainbow. He's a really nice rainbow. Very nice. Oh my, the power of him. It's ridiculous. Oh, he's a really nice fish. He's much bigger than I thought. Very nice rainbow. Look at him go. That is what, and that's 8 pound, that was 8 pound to the dry fly. 8. So don't tell me that they refuse dries on heavy leader, because that leader that I've got on it is absolutely monstrously thick. Makes it thoroughly worth camping getting to catch these. Get in the net, you big boy. Or is it a female? I think it's a female. It's just hooked. Yes! Look at the tail on him. That's a big tail right there. That's where all that power came from. I mean, there's the girth, and there's the actual length. That is a beastly rainbow. Look at that. Another fish, he's just over here. It's over him. He didn't eat it. It's over him. He ate it. And it's a piddler. Oh, out come the flies. There's a wee fish in front of me and I'm just going to catch it for fun on camera. Oh, I had him. Here we go. There, dry fly. Oh. There again, twice. He took the dry fly twice. He's still there. If he takes that like for a 5th time, that's ridiculous. There's so many fish here, man. I saw so many on the way up here. Dry fly, good fish. Not too bad. Not massive, but good fish. Compared to the ones I saw on the way here, those ones were piddlers. This guy's alright. It's a nice fish though. And this one I think is a male. Just doesn't have that fully formed jaw yet. I don't know what. Oh! Hey mate, don't splash my face like that, that's rude. Out comes the fly. Not a Badly rainbow. Off it goes, and my face is completely soaked in fish, slime and water. Thanks for that. Alright guys, so here's the river, right? Goes up there, and just on the side here of this pool there's like this extension, like a pool coming to the side, and it goes right out here into this dirty shit. And I was just walking around here to have a peek and see if there was any cool stuff in here, and I actually just saw a rise in that far back corner there. So there's actually at least a trout in here. Oh, it's a nice size. It's a really good, nice fish. I think that's a big brownie though. I don't know, but it's a really nice fish. Actually, I think it's a rainbow. Either way, I'm gonna try and catch him. He just rose. He had it. He got him. I got him. It's a beast. What the heck? I got him. Did not expect to catch him. It was too good to be true. That is a beast. Oh yeah, that's a beast. I did not expect to get a trout out of this pond thing though. I just sort of thought, okay, I'll go over there and have a look. And there's this bloody big rainbow trout here. Rising. It's just like, okay, I don't mind if I do. Oh, he's not happy about the net, but the net's happy about him. He's so fat, it's ridiculous. This is a monster. This thing's like over 5 pounds. What the heck? Look at that. Awesome. Awesome fish. She'll be better in here because she'll actually be able to move. There she goes. No current in there, she's just sitting. She's fine. How's that for a puddle? I'm going to go ahead and cast into that. I can't see the fish because it's sticking in the shadows, but I'm just going to cast where that just happened. And you never know, I might even be lucky a second time and get a really nice fish again. Now I don't know what size fish this is, so I'm literally just casting and hoping that it's okay sized. He ate it! Oh my, I got another one! What the heck? This is just wacko! 2 fish, and it's another nice one! What the? I'm completely gobsmacked. 2 fish, really big, good sized rainbows out of this one little pond, both on the dry flies. I would guesstimate this guy was 4 pound, but that was just by the fight. Okay, so yeah, he's a really good size. I just saw him. Well, I sort of saw him. I saw his shape just like that, the colour of him, the shape. I didn't see him extremely clearly. Oh, he's going into the pool. That's not good. There's lots of snags in there. Oh, he's popped off the dry and onto the nymph. I've actually flossed him after fighting him on the dry for ages. I flossed him. So he would have gotten off there if I didn't have a nymph. But that's just like your insurance. I swear this is like just about 5 pounds as well. It's ridiculous. Look at him. I know it's not the same fish because this one's slightly shorter and quite a lot fatter. Like, I swear this one's 5 pound too. I would have thought this was the same fish if it was the same length, but this is definitely not as long. I'm glad I had a nymph though. Man, this guy's fat. Look at the fatness of him. Oh, he's just hooked in the fin too. Just when that dry popped out, he got fin hooked. How is that? This one's definitely a male. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful fish. I'll get him another drink. so much fatter. Way fatter. He's so like, he's not quite as long. He's just about as long, but he's not quite. And he's so much fatter. He's just trying to get enough depth to swim in. Okay, he's swimming away now. Yeah, he's fine. He's swimming that way. Off he goes. He's happy. Sweet. I finished fishing for the day and I'm walking back. And I just spotted a puddle, right? Came over to it and guess what's inside the puddle? Thousands of tadpoles. What species of tadpole are they? I don't know. By the colour of them, I'm gonna guess southern bell frog, but it's pretty awesome to see lots of wild tadpoles. I'm very tempted to take one home and hatch it into a frog, but unfortunately I'm not allowed. But nonetheless, it's cool to see them. I would get underwater footage of them, but I don't want to put my camera in that water because it looks yuck.